Hi there. I decided to make another video today, and the reason for that is in one of the last videos I made, I saw a comment section where people were talking about AFK farming, and I was like, I'm gonna try that out. So I did last night before I went to bed, and I didn't really get too much out of it. The comments mentioned farming Extreme Quest AFK, and I was like, so if after a while it stops auto farming because I suppose there's like a cap, or I don't know how that exactly works, why do we not push it further? So the reason why they keep it to Extreme Quest, I would assume, is because only in Extreme Quest you can use full support. That means that your character will automatically attack and stuff like that. In Maniac, this is disabled, as well as in Proud. So I thought, why not try to make a farm in Maniac? Because in full auto, your character will not really do a whole lot. Depending on the character, if you use a long range character, it might work a little bit better. And also, if you do Maniac quests, we can get much better rewards. So I decided I'm gonna try this out tonight. So this is the first part that I will record. Tomorrow, after I've slept, I will record the second part. We will check how much I've gotten. The quest I decided to farm this way, it's a Maniac quest. It requires a lot of the materials from there I'm gonna require. So you can see here I'm gonna farm Tire Eater. We're gonna need head units, ether batteries. We're gonna need this for a lot of sigils. As you can see, critical hit sigils, damage cap sigils. So this drop is really good. Even here, I need even more here for my dodge payback, for my improved guard. So I need this for a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna try it out on that. So as you can see here, also, I've put my legendary merits to 200. The reason for that is they trade in for 5 vouchers as well. So as you can see here, we get legendary merits in this mission, and we get, where's the refinium? We get quality refinium. I've put that to 100, I've put legendary merit to 200, so we can nicely see how many we will get overnight. So there's only one problem, right? If I sleep, how do I know how many quests I will do? And I think I found a solution for this. So if you go into player list here, no wait, edit profile, you can toggle here, right? And it says most used characters for questing, and I have 110 quests done on Curios. So we will be able, hopefully, to be able to judge how many quests we did while I was sleeping, because I assume when I wake up, the auto farming will have stopped at some point. And also we are gonna check how many curios we have, because we also dropped curios there. I have currently where are curios? Actually, let's go to sowwy and we will see how many curios I have. Okay, we have 17 curios. And then let's start. I'm just gonna check my setup here real quick. I need to change my gear setup that I have made for this exact farm. I'm gonna show you the setup after I've done the farm. So after I wake up and do the other part of the video, I will go through the setup, I will go through how many items we got, and so on and so on. So the quest that we are going to do here is Maniac, Tire Eater at 7400 power, and we're gonna let this autoplay. Basically, our character will just be AFK, so you have to have your other characters do damage. But it's okay, I mean the quest is not too high power. Another great thing with this mission is, during Overdrive and Bloodthirst, the boss doesn't have any mechanics that are really dangerous. Like, it doesn't have a full map vibe, like, as example, the Ice Primal and so on, right? So, I'm also gonna demonstrate you real quick here. If I were to turn on here assist mode, It will display in the lower bottom corner assist mode disabled. So assist mode does not work in Maniac and Pro difficulty. But let's turn this back off, because we don't need it. I'm just gonna AFK. You might already see I have a very, very tanky build. And I will show you later on what exactly I use for every character.
You have my respect.
This is gonna take a while. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna cut this out in the video and skip forward. We will be able to see later on that I have 0 honor, so I didn't do anything in the fight. We're just gonna let this play. And when we are in the post-fight screen, I will be back talking a little bit. And then that's that. Alright, so we're almost at the end of this. Let's see. We cleared it in 4.5 minutes, really nice. And the way that you automate this process now is, in the post-game lobby, we will toggle repeat quest. I'm also gonna show you here, you don't actually have to pick up the chest to get the rewards. So after the time runs out, the chests actually all get collected. So we can just let this play here. You know, you have to do nothing. As you can see, we get all the loot.
Tell me, who's the best?
And now, this screen here is, I'm gonna just skip it because I'm making the video right now. You can just let this expire, it will do nothing. And in the next screen here, I'm gonna press triangle and repeat quest. So after the time now runs out, the quest will repeat automatically. And as you can see here, we get 4 refiniums in this, we get a curio, we get 15 Raphael coins, we get 3 merits. And remember, one of these merits is worth 5 vouchers each, so really, really good. We get a bunch of sigils, we get all this good stuff here, we even get mirage munition. And then tomorrow, when I wake up, I will do the second part of this. I will tell you everything, how much I got, I will tell you the builds and the setup. And yeah, it's time for me to go to sleep. So night night everyone. Morning everyone. So it is noon now, exactly 12 a.m. And I recorded the first part of the video at 5 a.m. so it's been like 7 hours. We're gonna see how much we did. So first let's go into the quest counter, see if my plan here worked out. So we have 120 times now. That means we cleared 10 quests while I was in bed. I mean, I didn't really sleep the entire time. If I'm being honest, I had trouble sleeping. I only slept like 5 hours. So yeah. Okay, so that's 10 clears. It's not as much as I hoped, to be honest. Let's see how many curios we got from this. We had 17 before, now we have 25. So we got 8 curios. I also apologize if I sound a little weird, because I literally woke up like 10 minutes ago and then I just replied to like a few comments on YouTube. And by the way, I try to reply to every comment if I can, but if I miss you, I am so sorry. My YouTube notifications do not give me a notification for every single one of you, so it sometimes skips some over you, and I might not notice it because of that. So let's see the other drops, what we got. I was checking my upgrade switches here. So we had 9 head units. We got 6 of those. Really nice, because I believe that's the rare drop from Tiny Eater. We got 30 merits. And let's also look at... We also checked the refinium. because they trade in for quite a lot of vouchers. Oh, I just realized I forgot to change over my audio. No, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do this real quick here. I'm so sorry. As I said, I just woke up. I'm still. My head is not there yet. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot to switch my audio settings to my headset. I hope the sound is not all fucked up in the video. We're doing this in one take, so deal with it. Okay, what do we have here? So we got 30 of these. That means we got 150 vouchers worth of merits. We got... wait. Oh yeah, here. We got 45 of the quality refiner. I traded it down to 100 earlier for the video. So we got 45 of this. This is another 90 vouchers. So that means we got from these two alone 150 plus 90. That's 240 vouchers. That's actually really good. I mean, that was 10 quest clears we did AFK. I like it. We also dropped Mirage Munition because that's a drop there. Wow, what the fuck? Mirage Munition has exchanged it from 1 to 10. Holy. Now, if only I knew how many Mirage Munition I had at this time. I believe it was like 2 or something. I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. We got about 20 of Mirage Munition. Okay, so if we count this together, that actually brings up to over 400 vouchers in the farm. That is actually insane. Auto drops like the stitches and so on, I'm not gonna count up because it's just too difficult to try to compare how much we got there. What I wanna check as well is, so we did Taiyuta the 7,000 one, and I wanna see, because this one drops merits here. I wanna see. Okay, so the lower level mission. This is very hard. I wanna check a extreme quest because in the comments people said they did it with extreme quest. So in extreme quest we can only get supreme merits. So if we farm Maniac, we get actually the good merits. That is a big difference, I would say, because these are worth a lot more to change for vouchers. I mean, you get so many of them, you're not really gonna need them all for crafting, but I would definitely say that's a good voucher farm. So we only got 10 clears, right? That means maybe we can put it further, but how far can we go? Oh, I do not really think it's probably that feasible, at least with my team. I think my team is too weak to do any of this, but it might be possible. Okay, Bahamut definitely no, because of his DPS checks. I think maybe the elemental worms might be possible. I don't think they have really party-wide wipe mechanics in their overdrive phases. So that was one good thing with Taiyuta. It did not do party-wide wipes. And because I need a lot of the drops for all of my sigils, that's why I chose the quest. But I would definitely say we got something worth there. So this was only the beginning. Maybe we can push this further. Maybe if you want to try this out yourself, if your team is maybe stronger than mine, you can try this out and let us know in the comments what your findings are. But I think this is worth doing, to be honest. Like, if you take 10 quest clears, and we are gonna assume one clear of the quest I did was about, I believe, 6.5, 7 minutes. So that's 17 minutes you can let the game autoplay. And you're gonna clear 10 quests while you're like cooking, doing the laundry, making Relink YouTube videos. Well, that's... yeah. I mean, I'm definitely gonna use this technique. But before we go, let's go over my build. How did I set up my team? So I have 4 characters here. All of them have their masteries maxed out, okay? All 4 of them. Okay, not quite. Namaya slacking a little bit offense, but I'm gonna go over Sigils. So I made this page here. I made an additional page. If you don't know, you can make different loadouts, so you can quick load your pages. So I made this page here. This is basically just pure tankiness because we are going to AFK. And the reason we want pure tankiness is we do not want to die. Because as soon as you die, your teammates will try to revive you. And that's bad, because they will run all over the map trying to revive you, and it will lose so much time. So please, go full tankiness. You're gonna see here, I stack a lot of health. Eaches, that is percentage health. I use Garrison. What does Garrison do? Garrison gives you higher defense if your HP is low. Then we have Guts, that gives you, it makes you not die from one hit. But it has a cooldown right here. Survive a lethal hit with 1 HP. We have auto revive, just in case we do die. And then also we have regen. Because we have really high HP, we can use regen to get a lot of sustain. I also took burn resistance, because Tayo Eater, the boss that I found with this method, it does burn on you. And obviously if you take like every single hit, you're gonna get a lot of burn damage because you cannot dodge it, right? So I decided to put this on. So as you can see here, I have all these things here. The damage does not matter. I only focused on the defensive aspects of this build, okay? And for my other characters, they're all kind of built, let me just, the same. So I just, Namaya is my tank, but I still gave her like as much damage as I could. Just really simple, I didn't overthink things. I just gave her crit and critical damage with damage caps, right? Gave her tankiness with eaches. I have Eugen as a damage dealer. Just the same damage cap and crit and stuff, trying to maximize damage. I didn't min-max any of this. I didn't go to the training dummy and see if it hit the damage cap. I was being super lazy, to be honest. I have the captain. I did the same, but I gave her guts and auto revive because she's melee and she is acting as another tank for us. So we're gonna go over the skills here. Phalanx reduces damage for the entire team if used nearby. Decimat is just a really good damage skill. Substitute, really good. No matter where you are, it's gonna take damage for everyone else. So that means when you take damage, it gets redirected to her. And then we have Panacea healing skill, just to be able to sustain a little bit more. Again, I didn't put much thought here, I just put in what does damage and CC. This is my tank Namaya setup. I'm using the buff for damage and Stoddard. I'm using the buff for hostility and defense debuff. I'm using Apex of Nothing because I love the counter. And I just use Setsuna because it looks fucking cool. And I enjoy using it, even though I think it's not really the strongest skill in the game. Okay, your skills don't matter here on the character, whoever you choose. The character doesn't matter as long as you can stay alive without doing anything. I think that's good enough. As I said, this is my setup. And I think that is everything. Again, sorry if I sounded weird in this video because I just woke up. We had to do this in one take. I hope it's not too annoying. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have any success, maybe farming something in higher power level, maybe even the lower pro quest or something. Since we do not care how long it really takes to clear quests, I think higher difficulties are better because they give better drops. And since we are limited to 10 quests, if you were to go like to school or to work or to uni or to sleep, it doesn't really matter, right? If the 10 quests you do take 1 hour or 2 hours, right? And it makes less sense this way to do the extreme quests or something lower, because these quests you probably clear super fast. So unless you're actively restarting the auto farm process every hour or something, it's probably best to just try to do this with the hardest stuff you can do. Alright, that is it. I hope we all learned something from this very interesting video. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye.